Hey you guys, what's up? So today we are playing the Isle, but this is a completely different video. This is me, Riot, and Dondi talking about the future of the game and all kinds of different things that are going to be coming to the game. There's also a ton of information about nesting and all of that fun stuff, so if you guys are interested in that, you're definitely going to want to see what all of that is about, because this is coming right from Dondi. He's the creator of the Isle, and we got a chance to speak with him one-on-one for a little bit. Well, I guess 2-on-1 for a little bit, and wrestle some of that information out of them. We also get to see the Hypo for a lot of this gameplay, which is also a great sight to see, and we get to see the human facilities. Now, this is a very, very different type of video. There's not really much exciting stuff happening. It's more for you guys that are diehard fans of the Isle and want to know where the game is going and don't have the ability to contact the devs yourself and find out. So this is just for you guys strictly, and hopefully everyone enjoys the video. I'm hoping you do. If you do, make sure you smash the crap out of the like button so I know you like videos like this and you want to see more of them in the future. And that's it. Enjoy the video.
Check it out. He does the hokey pokey. Look at his right leg.
My fucking god.
He's got rhythm. That boy's got talent.
It's like
Shut up, Anthomnia. You can't do it. Okay,
I'm
you
trying.
if I could get it timed to the Stewie Griffin thing where he plays the tuba behind fat people. He's actually so big. This is actually his crouch, and it's just so he can bite shit closer to the ground.
That's really sad. I don't think he even needs to get closer.
He does. If you were to stand beneath me.
Oh my god, get fucking wrecked!
If you were to stand beneath me, oh my god, you son of a bitch! Every time, every time. Oh my god, guess where I spawned? What are you guys' cores? Guess this. What are you guys' cores right now? What are your cores? It's negative 450, negative 50, right?
Negative.
Negative 1. You son of a bitch, say this.
Your fucking little ankle is all floppy and shit.
Yeah, I'll bet it looks pretty damn mangled. What's going on? Either way, I'm on the opposite side of the map.
Just respawn with progression. I'm taking you to the corner base of where I've set up one of the first parts of the human facilities. It's basically a loading bay for a larger part of a facility that's going to be put in. But that facility has been modeled, so for the most part it's a warehouse, a loading area in the middle of a field, a hangar, and a cargo yard with a couple of power grids and other things. And then, so of course...
Are humans going to be able to spawn there, or do humans just have to like find it as quick as they can?
No, they're, think of if Trespasser, if you remember that old 98 Jurassic Park game.
I do not.
Alright, what would be the best example? Have you played State of Decay, the zombie game?
I want to say so, but I feel like I haven't. I feel like I did like a video, but just one.
Okay, so basically these areas are able to be used by humans to be fixed up, where you'll actually be able to turn the facilities into like functional, usable structures again. So like the base walls can be repaired. You know, you can turn the power back on, electrify the fences, provided you are in a place that has electrified fences, so on and so forth.
Oh yeah, so like different ones will have different stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
That sounds
like,
awesome.
Like if you go into the atrium, right? We built the atrium loosely off of what we saw in Jurassic Park, albeit for terrestrial creatures.
We need a bird cage, dude.
Oh yeah, definitely.
This is a cage.
We do have a bird cage. There's concept art that's been released on in our announcements in Discord.
Oh, I did a video on that, yeah.
Yeah, I'll send you Skype details, Riot, if you remind me.
Check out that bird cage. It sounds awesome.
But these areas are actually like part of the game world that's actually going to tell the story of everything that's been going on. But at the same time, if you take this place over, it actually is very beneficial. Mind you, there's always going to be certain flaws with different areas. Like if you take over the one atrium, like the grate is permanently broken, so an aquatic creature could technically swim up the causeway and be inside of the lake.
Sweet, dude. You just made that sound so awesome and aquatic.
Could be like from Jaws.
For the most
When the
part.
one guy gets
Yeah,
eaten.
we're like a Sarko or something along
Yeah.
those lines.
I mean, my thing is that all of these things are designed to accompany either an aquatic, a terrestrial, or an aerial attack in some way, shape, or form. Like,
What about extraterrestrials?
nope, this is not dinosaurs versus aliens. That's why that graphic novel failed.
Well, I went for it, man. I took a shot in the dark and I don't regret it.
Yeah. Have you read that, by the way? Super random, but there's actually something called Dinosaurs versus Aliens. It's a pretty neat novel.
I feel like aliens should be able to wreck dinosaurs.
I would
Yeah.
think so too. All right, we're gonna speed this up a little bit.
So when you
Is it just
spawn
because
as
it's
a
so
human, it's
big?
just gonna be like a dead sprint to the nearest base then, like get to a goddamn
No,
base quickly.
no.
Usain Bolt it there.
So I'm gonna show you. When you get there, you'll understand a little bit more. It's kind of weird for me to explain it to you, but like bases are really good for dinosaurs too.
Huh.
Are they?
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
like how big dinos can get in there because that kind of just ruins
Yeah.
the safety.
Well, for instance, an adult T-Rex can walk into the hangar. It's big.
Oh damn.
Yeah, but like some of the smaller buildings, Utah Raptors and Austroraptors can go in just fine. So it's like you can put your nest in these places, and it's much more easily defended. The only thing is like these are hotbeds. In the bases, like there will always be loot that spawns for humans to some degree.
Oh hell yeah, yeah, you gotta have loot. That's
Yeah.
good thinking.
But
Whoa!
what's up? You break your leg?
Oh no, you just I did not see you there for a second, and then you're right on my ass.
Like after
yeah,
the fight?
He doesn't have the stamina buff, so god damn it. He doesn't have the stamina buff, so I'm already over halfway out. But
So
yeah,
wait, how's nesting gonna work though? Because you said nesting ground. Like, are you gonna when your eggs hatch? Are they like NPCs or is that like
Alright,
when your friend
so-
loads in?
so if you include this in your video, you need to include this very important part. Disclaimer.
I'm including this whole conversation.
All right, that's
Yeah.
fine. That's
Except
fine.
that really gay love talk between you and Anthomnia. I'll make sure to not include that.
Okay.
Anthomnia will. We're not gonna pretend that your crush on me doesn't exist.
Yeah,
We're
it's about to go
26.
public.
All right. So anyway, disclaimer being
douchebags.
that this is the current intended way we want things to work. Doesn't
Current
partic-
intended way.
yeah. Not particularly what will be implemented because shit happens as seen by every video game out there. Anyhow, so the way we want nesting to work is the current thought process is when you progress to a dinosaur, you unlock it in terms of the sense that you can be incubated as someone else's egg. So you actually would have to progress to a T-Rex in order for you to be invited to become a child to a nest. So that way you can't just have someone instantly join a server and just shoot to the top of the tier list and completely destroy everything. At the same time, the nests, and I keep saying I'm super tired, sorry, I just sound stupid.
It's all good, man. We're all tired.
I was gonna say it's not anything new. I'm a retard. So you need 2 adults, and there's 2 ways of spawning. Number 1 is if you progress naturally, like the system we have now. You know, you go from Dryo, and then you're like, I want to be a galley.
Oh, I watched
Idiot.
that happen and I
right.
smiled.
Resting time for us. You
We're gonna need water.
Bitch.
you dumbass. It doesn't matter. You're not gonna
That's
die.
on me. Oh my god. Thanks a lot, Anthomnia.
Yeah.
What a dick.
We're gonna need water soon because I'm on 10 thirst.
Oh, now we gotta get him water. He's thirsty now. Oh god. I'm gonna eat you.
Oh no, he's gonna eat you.
No.
Okay, so you become a species, and then you have to have 2 of that species to give birth to a baby.
Yes. So here's the thing, though, is that we're also implementing with nesting. We're adding in growth. When you progress naturally, all dinosaurs are going to have 2 phases. They're going to have, with the exception of the T-Rex who has 3, you're going to have adult and juvenile phases. These adults, you will spawn at a certain smaller size. An example being most obviously would be our Carnotaurus, who is much smaller than what he initially was a couple of patches ago. He's his average Carno size. He is not the largest possible specimen out there. Same thing with your Stego and your Trike. So what'll happen is you'll actually spawn at the lowest denominator of size and then work up to their actual like full model scale. Your stats will grow over time and all of the other fun stuff. But when you accept
That's awesome. You should grow up as the dinosaur. That's sick.
well, again, two different phases, because when you progress naturally, you obviously have to be a sub-adult because you are on your own, and I can't personally see any way, shape, or form people surviving frequently enough to justify spawning them in as children. It would just be a terrible idea. But when you have two people together that make a nest and you invite someone, for instance, if Anthomnia and I were a Triceratops and you were a Dryo, if you have never progressed to a Triceratops before, you can't accept the invite. But if you have, you get the ability to become an egg. And obviously, we had to.
But do I have to be what? Do I have to be one at the time you invite me, or could I?
No, you could be a Dryo and you'll just skip up to Trike. But here's the part, the difference. You spawn as a juvenile at the smallest possible size.
That sounds adorable.
You are 100% reliant on your hosts that have invited you to the nest to keep you alive, and you can invite up to X amount of people, but these children have their own food that are different from the adults.
Oh shit.
So they have to watch your ass.
Breast milk. Do you legit breastfeed? No. Do dinosaurs do that? Do dinosaurs
it's like a super real dinosaur mating.
But the point was that we wanted to be able to have people invite and create these herds, but we wanted to have like smaller variations in the sense of you could have a few different trike herds dotted around the server that are like 4 to 6 in size, maybe 10 at most. But the point being is that if you grabbed all of these nests and you threw them together in one spot, there's going to be overcrowding and people are going to starve outright. And I guarantee you, if Group A's child dies because Group B's child took his food, Group A's parents are going to run over and stomp that little bastard.
Oh, for sure.
Hell yeah.
Before he died for the food.
Yeah. So, but you get the point, is that there's infighting for food. So it's going to force people the trade-off being, sure, you can invite people in, but you have all these different factors.
That's gonna be awesome.
You have responsibilities.
No more teaming up just because you're the same species. Now you gotta look out for your pack or your herd. Super realistic now.
But the other part being is that these dinosaurs, as you grow up, are going to have different perks now.
You don't grow old, right?
No, you're not going to die from old age.
Sad.
No, you don't die from old age, but your progression points now are actually going to be used to upgrade your dinosaur in various different ways. Your vanilla run-of-the-mill dinosaur is not going to have a fun time against someone who spent the time upgrading their stuff. And even then, in theory, your upgraded dinosaur would be able to take on a vanilla dinosaur of the next weight class, so to speak.
That's pretty cool. So just basically because you grew up a kid like on the streets, you got street skills.
Pretty much, but your sub-adults are able to do it too. But since they progressed in a different way that didn't allow them to ass jump to the dinosaur from Dryo to whatever it is, they are supplanted with certain skills that they'll be able to choose once we actually put those skills out.
So people who go Rex, and then once they become a sub-adult, they're pretty much they have gifts no one else will have.
Yes and no. The thing is when when you're using the Rex is a completely different example purely because his life stages are so different that
they're long as shit. But
they take ages.
They're long as shit, but the growth cycle of the T-Rex is juvenile is completely different from a sub-adult, which is completely different from an adult. Whereas something like your juvenile Gallimimus is a smaller version of an adult Gallimimus. It's the same creature, Same thing if you look at like most dog puppies, like they're pretty much what you can expect when they grow up to be their adult selves. Is your leg healed?
No.
Right.
Thanks for that, by the way.
Did I miss what happened? What happened there?
Oh, I jumped. It was stupid. I should have done it. It was stupid.
Yeah, he does a lot of stupid stuff. I'm on 4 thirst. Holy shit.
Oh, and Dominic, you know what, dude? Why don't you just just dehydrate?
Yeah. But other than that, The growth is there because we want to put in perks, but we also want to put in detriments now. Like if you actively kill and eat your own species, kind of thing, we want to make it so like the albino skins are actually something that fade in over top of your actual skin. So if you're constantly killing and eating your own kind, you're an albino for the most part. So
That
it's
is
like
cool. You just straight up lose skin pigment the more you kill.
yeah, we won't punish you or anything like that, but if you're like killing your own kind, particularly as an herbivore,
we're good.
All right, we wanted to be able to identify you as someone who is known for killing their own kind.
That's so cool. So you basically become an Indominus of your own kind.
Pretty much.
That is sexy.
That'd be dangerous as hell. It's like a warning to everyone else.
I can't wait to make my skin like pitch white, dude. I'm gonna be like the whitest straight up Cracker Johnson on the field.
Well, it's not something that'll multiply. Like there's an actual default albino skin that you'll be able to reach, and we'll just crossfade it. But
sounds worth it.
The other stuff that we're doing, obviously, once you have 2 people that have grown up in your nest, they could actually make their own.
How many kids can you have at a time, or how long do you have?
That's honestly a question I don't know, because certain dinosaurs obviously can't have a certain amount. Like you can't have a T-Rex with like 6 kids. It'd be like
how sturdy is a T-Rex uterus is what it really comes down to.
Ugh, you're the worst.
No, serious. This is
that's
serious.
A question only you would ask.
This is an investigative, reportive question right now. That all comes down to we're talking about kids each one could have. You don't think a uterus can, the thing that holds T-Rexes, the clone machine?
Jesus.
Cloaca? What? Oh god, I'm hitting one of those. There we go. Ugh.
So if someone gets enough progression points, when they do that whole upgrade thing, would they be considered like, if you're a stego, would you be an elder stego or?
So here's the thing. One of my modelers, the guy who actually did the newer
you have guys model for you?
I like that tinge of jealousy in his voice.
I didn't detect any jealousy in that comment. What?
All right, where the fuck is this thing at? All these trees are in the way.
Careful fucking running down this hill, guys.
Can you die from fall damage?
Yes, you can die from fall damage.
No, can you
I've
specifically?
died from fall damage.
Can I specifically? Oh yeah, I can die from fall damage. He's very top heavy. He is not. He doesn't break his legs because
those calves are huge though.
He dies is what he does. If I fall my own body height, I die.
Oh.
Damn. What a life.
That's a pretty high fall though.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing: is that like, there's no real situation where I should fall like that. Like, if a hypo does that, your legs would break, and then you deserve to die. But all the same, Jake had suggested doing something where he wanted to do another T-Rex, because he was like, how would you feel about, you know, having like a battle damaged T-Rex? And I was like, well, we can do it with normal maps and stuff in the same way that we do the wounds on our dinosaurs. We just don't color the wounds in red. We just overlay it on the skin with a little bit of white, so it's, you know, offset and it looks like scars on the scale. And he said, well, I'm talking about like, you know, a grizzled kind of veteran T-Rex. And so we had a discussion about just adding in for dinosaurs like an old gnarly version of each of them that's kind of like, you know,
it has like one eye is just a scar over its eyeball and shit.
Kind of, sorta, but yeah, for the most part, you'd see something like a stego with one of its horns, or not horns, tail spikes snapped, and its plates are obviously imperfect. Just something that looks like it's been around the block and been in more than enough fights to show that you've been this dinosaur for X amount of time, and you're basically just a really badass version of it. You've upgraded yourself entirely, and you're, whether or not you're part of a herd, you're an alpha. That kind of thing. It's just basically, it draws attention to you that just says fuck off.
That'd be amazing as a trike.
Yeah, I'd be really cool on a trike. I'm actually really excited to see that. I'm still actually I have a meeting tomorrow about on if we're having our trike model upgraded or not.
I'm dying.
T-Rex lose an arm. One-armed T-Rex to be all.
Well, all right, it's right up this hill. Like,
I'm in dire need of water.
Straight, you can beat me up there.
Is there water up there by any chance?
Yeah.
No.
Oh shit.
Oh god. Okay, well on the upside we're here. On the downside, there's no. So we have a very limited amount of time.
Yep. So we better scour. Oh, this looks cool.
You can definitely fit a T-Rex in the hangar for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, but it's narrow doors though, so you'd only be able to go on one side, then you can escape the other side, huh? That's crafty.
Yeah.
Crafty. I like these R2-D2 gas tanks.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I think this guy still has the bugged hitbox, and I can't. Yeah, I can't go in.
This whole place looks so crazy. This makes me want to be a human. So I can't wait to. It's like a
What
whole
is this?
compound.
What is what?
Oh, this. Okay.
Look at
I
this
saw you
military
doing this
structure.
on a stream or something. You were doing the hitbox for this or something.
Dude, this building is sexy right here. It's still squares. So you know it's brand new. You can't even go inside.
No, that doesn't
in
have
there.
collision set up. But
Let me in there.
Riot, come here.
Let me in, damn it. Okay.
Come here. Come here. Come here.
You're not gonna rape me, are you?
No, go where my head's at.
Oh god, this sounds bad. This is a pretty awesome little spot, man. You
Well-
bitch! What'd you do to me? Oh, you Anthomnia took
That's
damage
me.
from
I'm
my-
dying.
I got scared way too scared right now.
But there's my point of just something small that a dinosaur can get in. You put your nest in there.
Oh, I got you.
Oh.
Yeah, I would nest right here. This would be awesome. God, this game's gonna be so. I mean, it's already. It's gonna be freaking. Well, obviously, it's gonna be cooler once you add this stuff. That's the whole point of it. So there's no freaking insult in there. It's gonna be sick when those get added. Really covered my ass back there. You can tell I've said some offensive things before in my life.
Didn't know if you were talking to a lawyer then or some shit.
I know, right? I talk like I'm in court. How the shit did you get in there, Anthomnia? I hate you.
Oh,
You
hacks.
Go up the big ramp and jump.
You weren't supposed to tell him.
I have absolutely zero shame in saying a lot of what we're doing is inspired by Jurassic Park in the
Well, I
concept.
think
of
everyone
what they were
hopes it
doing,
is,
yeah.
so it's like. But if you could have some sort of item, because you said you're gonna have item picking up for the humans places. If one of them could be like a semi-destroyed parachute that they could somehow use to transport themselves later, that would be hilarious.
I mean, you're saying hilarious, but we already have plans for wingsuits, buddy.
Oh, perfect.
Oh,
I'm
that's
just thinking
awesome.
of when they find that dude's parachute in Jurassic Park. Wingsuits would be much better. Then we could fly with the birds, man, and get pecked apart in the sky. It sounds awesome.
Oh, real quick, this is the frame of reference I really wanted to make.
So these places, I feel like my only worry with having. I feel like if someone sees a compound, they're gonna check every aspect of a compound.
They will, and that's the thing. There's certain instances that
Squeeze in
dinosaurs have.
Oh, I could almost squeeze in here.
Oh,
You could.
almost.
There's a blocking volume in the way. You can't.
Oh,
go
okay.
in. Yeah.
Like, eventually we'll be able to squeeze in through there.
Well, eventually, what I'm gonna do is this one that's closed is gonna stay closed, and the other one that's here is gonna get ripped off and thrown on the ground, so you can go in. If you look,
Damn.
if you look underneath there, there's actually no stairwell in there to go to the second floor, and obviously the building has at least four. Well, it has 4 floors.
Yeah.
So there's no stairwell, so there, you can't actually go in. But I'm gonna put something in there. The thing
Yo,
about
so much potential around here.
Yeah, the thing with the dinosaurs though is that their nests, when you put one down, you're going to have to some degree like an ability to defend your nest. In the sense of you'll probably have a boost for being nearby your nest. Parental instinct, you know, you're a little
Oh,
bit
that's
stronger.
awesome. Yeah, that would actually be super cool because you could get jumped so easy.
And if you are within the immediate vicinity of your nest, you'll be able to instantly smell anyone that comes close. So there's
that'd be
that.
cool.
Oh, hey, you got like motherly instinct. Like I smell an
Yes.
intruder.
Yes.
That is awesome.
The thing being, because I have to make an announcement tomorrow or the day after. I have to explain to people what's about to happen because we're about to put humans in.
Oh
there's-
shit!
Oh.
The core functionality, the difference between humans and dinosaurs is that if you upgrade your dinosaur, great, that's fine and dandy. If you upgrade your human, great, fine and dandy. They're two vastly different play styles in the sense of once a dinosaur spawns, if it's provided it's a carnivore or something with the ability to attack, you can't take that away from it. It is inherently lethal by default, and the longer it is alive, the more lethal it gets. A fresh spawn human is in the same realm as a human who's been alive for 12 hours, provided they both have the exact same equipment. The only thing that's different
You're
is
like a
their
baby?
skills.
You got an infant with like a military knife or some shit?
Here we go. Yeah, like an infant with a gun. What the hell?
No. When you spawn in as a human, you don't have any weapons, so you're obviously not. A fresh spawn human is not as
I got you. Because
dangerous.
the freshly spawned dino is as equipped as it's gonna be, but a human still has to find weapons, build shelter, get shelter. That's find others, that sort of thing.
And the thing is that the human's power spike is extremely immense. It's just sporadic, whereas the dinosaurs is a gradual incline over time, so long as you survive. And so everyone's gonna ask, how do guns function? And I'm gonna pretty much tell them that if you shoot a Utah Raptor in the face, you shoot a Utah Raptor in the face with even the simplest of pistols, 2 or 3 times, and it's dead.
People are gonna complain about that, but it's the only realistic way to do it.
Yeah.
I was just complaining the other day in Primal Carnage. I was like, I shot a raptor point blank in the face with a shotgun. Nothing would survive that. Like, I understand it's a game, and if I killed him in one shot, then the multiplayer would be uneven. But just on a realistic sense, that's your face on the wall, man.
Your approach should be the majority of your game flow there. Like, as a raptor, can I get through this environment to get to the human and take him out? Like, once your dinosaur gets up close, it should always favor the dinosaur.
You have to be a clever girl to frickin' do it.
Yeah,
the entire thing.
I did a ton of streams back in the day where everyone's like, all of your changes are super unfair. Like, the humans are really strong because they can shoot you from far away. And I was like, yeah, but look on Ubase as a raptor, you can jump straight over the wall. Like, your whole point.
It'll just make the game so much more intense and realistic, to be honest. If you freaking face shot a raptor, it could go down, but it's so fast and so agile and so sneaky. You can legit crouch down in the tall grass and just wait and pounce on you. So there's so many factors against. I'd say the only way that could be a bitch is if someone's like a whole clan of people are grouped up into a corner of a building with guns. And even then, you just kind of wait till half of them are offline, and then you go thin the herd a bit.
Are you talking about on here?
Yeah, like eventually, if that happened, like a pack of humans all armed back in the corner of a building.
If a pack of humans were all armed back into the corner of a building, guess what happens? They starve.
Oh, haha.
Yeah, like, there's no point. Like, if
they've got to eat sometime.
I don't even have to use an example. Let me outright tell you this. The majority of the hunts that I do when I'm not playing the Hypo Rex, I'm just a standard player, is waiting for that person to come to an inevitable place that I know they will have to go. 9 times out of 10, your predators are sitting in the tree line at a lake. That's always where they are.
That's all I do. That's so funny.
Yep, that's the same with me. That's what I'm doing with the Juvie Rex.
I would sit under a tree. Exactly. I would sit under a tree just watching a lake.
And here's the thing, is that most of my hunts are hunting the people that camp the lakes.
Oh, you bastard.
That is just
They're just hardworking people trying to make a living, all right?
But once this happens, all of this here, and you take the lakes and you either A, make them undrinkable, or B, you slap fucking Deinosuchus in there, it's a lot less fun. Your water sources that you'll find here with these water towers that are beneath them, while A, it's unlikely that they'll be there, you know for a fact that nothing's going to come out of the water and grab your ass. So
how are humans going to get guns that, like, we just have to find them, that's it?
Oh yeah, I mean, look, there's already an interior here. I just need to populate them. You've got that. You've got this hangar. You've got the atrium, which I'll put on Skype after this. You've got a whole nother building over here. This compound's vastly incomplete.
And you said you were down for the ghillie suit, right?
Oh, I'm totally down for a ghillie suit.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, you got to think, like, shameless lift from the stomping land, but one of the coolest things that I saw that they never did. Huh?
Ghillie suit's an arc too, so it's just everybody's.
Well, no, I'm making a reference to where in Stomping Lands, and you saw in their trailer, that was like, oh, hey, we're gonna put plants on you. You can put plants on your guy, and you can make him blend in. Like, holy shit, that'd be so cool to do on Tribals. That's fantastic. Why would no one do this? The other thing being is I'm curious to see if it'll work, where we allow a perk that when you're not moving, you slowly become translucent. So, as a tribal, in particular, like, you can just, for instance, just run over here. You could be in this type of tall grass, and you're just laying prone, and no one would be the wiser. Everything you see put in here exists because it had a reason to exist. You will see med labs. You will see the legitimate laboratories. You'll see military compound. You'll see a one of the two we haven't decided yet. Either a hydroelectric, God, can't talk, a hydroelectric dam or a geothermal plant in the, actually in particular, the direction I'm facing now is where the volcano will be. So,
Volcano, what?
That'd be sick.
oh, if you ever get a chance, go on your own server, be the Kets, and if you fly over that area, it's very blatantly a volcano.
Can it do what we all want it to do?
Can do exactly what you're thinking it can do.
Oh shit.
There's a couple of things that we've tinkered with that I've confirmed with people that know infinitely more than I do. I can tell you on a technical level certain things that'll work. I just wouldn't know how to get from A to Z. I could get to like A to F. But could a volcano blow up on this island? Yes. Could a lava flow happen? Yes. Can we do droughts? Yes. Can we do monsoons and floods? Yes.
That sounds insane.
Oh my god, that would be amazing. Natural disasters?
The whole point was, I guess everyone kind of forgot this, is like, I think it's in the first sentences of our store page, is like, welcome to the Isle, a world designed to kill you. Like, fuck other players. Everyone has always said for some inane fucking reason that just players killing on sight is the worst thing in the world. And in reality, I'm like, you want this big world, you don't want to run into other people, because you're going to be too damn busy trying to worry about this world that's kicking your ass. I have 2 bases, and people are like, oh, the world's taking shape. And I'm just like, no, it's fucking not. If you think this is impressive, we'll blow your mind later. This is just testing all of the assets going down so we can finish the last of the optimization, because then the atrium happens. Then the coastal plains happen. Then your water creatures happen. All this shit is going to be added so fucking quickly once everything is in line and appropriately prepared, because we have one last thing to fix with the dinosaurs before it's purely optimization. And then after optimization, any dinosaur we want in the game is literally drag and drop. It needs to get modeled, retopoed, UV'd, skinned, animated, and it's done, because we quite honestly drop the assets in. We take a pre-made blueprint that's used for, quite honestly, any fucking dinosaur at this point, because it takes 10 minutes to actually add a dinosaur if all of its assets are there now, and you're done. And all we have to do is fix one remaining bug on the Kets, and then hey, flying dinosaurs exist. They're no longer a thing where we can say, oh, they're delayed.
But anyways, you guys, that is it for this video on the Isle. We have a ton of cool stuff to look forward to, and I am extremely excited to be playing this game when all of these updates start coming live. When these updates do start coming live, we're going to have very exclusive looks at all of this stuff that's going to be coming in, or at least most of it, so that's really exciting stuff to keep a lookout for. Let me know in the comments section below what you think is going to be cool, what you think needs some fine-tuning, and what you don't agree with, and I'll pass that information on to Dondi, and he can make tweaks if appropriate, where necessary, and all of that fun stuff. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you smash the crap out of that like button. Every single like helps this channel a ton, and I appreciate it a ton. This might be my only upload for today. I'm not entirely sure. I'm really under the weather right now, just not feeling good at all with this massive freaking migraine, but I wanted to get this awesome video out to you guys because, well, I know you guys like these types of videos. I know you guys would have liked to see this stuff. But anyways, you guys, I'll leave a link to Riot's channel in the comment section below. Dondi's personal stream, which is a development stream where you can see a lot of this stuff in real time being made as well. There's gonna be a link to his Twitch down there. And yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed it again, and I will see you in the next video.